special thing, which I wanted to give you flowers for, man. I really enjoyed seeing this on my television.
All the West Coast artists, man, early on. G Malone, Problem, Bad Luck.
Man,
that was all right.
That was amazing to see, man. I was like, oh shit. I rewinded my TV about 10 times, man. I was screaming
so loud that he won that award for so long that I didn't even hear him say that. I was screaming over him.
I believe it.
I was like, I swear to God, I think this nigga just said my name. So I mean, I'm proud. Like I've been telling him I'm proud. I'm glad I got a chance to tell him how proud I am of him. 5 Grammys on one song is historic. It's funny because I had a conversation about 3-4 weeks ago. I was like, I think this might end up it's trending to be the greatest song in hip hop history. And people thought it was crazy. And I'm like, y'all kind of don't see it. Like y'all reducing it down to like a diss record. And I get it because when it first came out, it was in the middle of a battle and it's making fun of another rapper and, you know, clowning. But then like 3 months down the line, it was like, damn, this thing's still around. And it kind of had a different feel. It had a different energy for people. It started representing more for people. You know what I mean? And then I start seeing the people in the, you know, in the presidential race using it to define their existence. And I'm like, what is going on? You know, so I knew it was already the best diss record, but as last year came to an end and we came into January, I'm like, yo, this thing is almost diamond in 10 months. Pav, like, that don't happen.
Diamond in 10 months is not happening.
It's like, that's crazy. And I'm like, damn. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, hey, bro, I think like this could end up being the greatest song in hip hop history. And he thought it was crazy. And I'm like, bro, I was like, look at it. Where's that commercially? Look at the impact. There's never probably been a record as impactful as this. This tops the impact of pretty much every diss record in history and every other record. It impacted like a fucking bomb. Right. And I'm like, commercially, it's uber successful. Right. It's as successful as In the Club or God's Plan as any other rap record. It's really successful. And I'm like, critically, he like, yeah, you know, if it win a Grammy, you know, it's a diss record, you know, winning a Grammy for a diss record. I'm like, yeah, but what if it won all 5? He was like, what? You know, they don't get, I'm like, but what if it did? Like, what if you did win Song of the Year? What if you do win Record of the Year? You know what I mean? With a rap record over the pop category. And it sounded crazy to everybody. And then it happened. Yeah, and then you look at it, you like, bro, like, remember, like, 5 Grammys is like really crazy for one song. Drake got 5 Grammys his whole career. He got 5 Grammys for one song. That shit is crazy. And I'm looking and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker finna be back in the charts. Super Bowl's next week. You already know that's gonna happen. Like America got behind.
Like, gee, they played it they played the A minor part of the Grammys. I'm like, dog.
And everybody was partying and shout out to his fans and the people that support him, but they taking it so tough where it's like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, forgive me, I know it feel like it should be, but it's not, bro. It's hip hop, bro. Chill, bro. Everybody laughing and having a good time, enjoying it. They remembered you lost a fight. It don't mean they don't love you, bro. It happened to Muhammad Ali. It happened to Mike Tyson. We still love you, bro. It's all good. Don't hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you just, it's going too far. Chill out, fool. Like let the shit happen. Like you got into it. It didn't work out for you. You know, move on. But it really, more than anything, bro, it speaks to what type of player that nigga is, man. That nigga's a real player. He take the greatest moment possibly of his career. That's possibly the greatest moment of his career.
I mean, it has to be.
I don't know if you know
this. It has to be.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this time, but rap records don't win that category. That's a writer's category.
No, they never do.
And it's a greatly well written song though. Like it's like as far as like songwriting, it's a really like you have a call and response, you got a bridge, you got like fucking the third verse, you got the catchy part in the beginning. It's a really great.
I totally agree with you, but look at all the records they were competing with, right? It's Taylor Swift, right? Billie Eilish. It's 7 and 8 and 9 writers on these songs. That nigga won Billie Eilish song.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that Billie Eilish song.
Birds of a Feather.
I've never heard it.
Greatest song.
That's a big song, and people love that song.
I've never heard that record,
and I don't really like. I don't like none of the rest of her records like that. But that album and that song is incredible.
All of the records have 7, 8 writers on them. His record was the only record that said Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
And I've never heard those other records, by the way. like ever.
I heard the Taylor Swift and I heard the Billie Eilish record, but they got 6 or 7 writers. This motherfucker record said Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Yeah. It was one name. And so again, this is a triumphant moment for hip hop to win that category because it's very rare. Like I think Childish Gambino got record of the year. I don't know. He might have did, but
maybe Outkast. Did Outkast get it for like like Hey Ya?
No. For Hey Ya.
For Hey Ya.
Or was it? It was one of them, but it's like it don't happen. So you take the greatest moment of your career and you give it to some other body else. You give it to some niggas that you came up with rapping that you saw trying to fight through the struggle of, when the whole game had ran away from the West and they was like, yeah, and even the legends was like, yeah, we not fucking with y'all. We not helping y'all. Like you give it to them niggas. Here, man. Shout out to all the niggas.
This is America won Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
That's what I'm saying.
He won 4 awards that one. So Kendrick even topped what Gambino did.
This is America won 4 Grammys.
I know.
It was like the same way we talk about nowhere. No, they don't, bro. You don't understand. This is America was everywhere. Because also I think
you thought that shit should have won 4 Grammys?
Yeah.
You think that shit should have won 4 Grammys?
Bro,
you think that was a song of the year that year?
I don't really care for the writing of that song.
But my thing is what else, but also to me that song was a parody that like people took seriously because of this. No, but wait, they took seriously because of the symbolism. Kind of like he was really making a mockery of music and rap music at that point in time, even by putting all them guys to do the ad libs in the back of it. So like, if you ask me what song defined that year, that song really did kind of define that year. It really did. Yes, it did. Culturally, it did. It was everywhere. It was being made fun of. All kind of parodies. Anytime you see somebody lean with the gun,
I don't like the song, but it was some shit. It was a moment, and people liked it.
It was a big moment. So like, you couldn't be mad at it. Like obviously, a song like Redbone is a way better song. And
I like that song.
And it's a Grammy Award-winning song too. But like that song for that year, in terms of if you want to talk about cultural relevance, just in terms of what was going on in America,
but that song
that's what it was. But even
for
him to take that and like, to me, he 5X the energy that you got from that song on Not Like Us.
That song ain't like Not Like Us.
No, it's not. It's different. It's way
for
different.
that record to even be a rap record. It's still very much a pop record.
Yeah, I agree.
This is like
a rap record.
A real hardcore rap record. I agree.
And forgive me, child. Like I'm not saying your record ain't fire. I'm just saying it was made to be a pop record. It was made to be desired by the masses. This is this nigga embodying a competition, the spirit of hip hop. And for him to win all 5, take the biggest moment of his career, like that we all saw together, because I'm sure there's moments he had by himself that's probably better. But the one that we all saw, there's never been a moment we saw that was like a bigger moment in life for him where you could hear him talk, right? Yeah. And he takes that moment and gives it to somebody else, gives it to other people. That really show you the type of player that nigga is, man. That nigga's a player, stone cold player.
No, I earned a lot of respect. Like I thought even I mean, of course, his whole outfit was a diss to Drake, which I think,
so they say.
Which to me is like a greater statement than even him actually saying anything, because it's like it's one of the most informal things you can wear to something where it's like the lauded as like such this thing. All these people, all these fancy suits, and I just show up in a Canadian tuxedo to take an award for destroying a Canadian. Like I thought it was. I mean, I don't know. And this is not to peer in or question his genius and none of that. I don't know if he just sits around and ruminates on some of this shit and then like articulates the stuff out, or if he's sitting around with Dave Free and they just popping shit like me and Pavy pop shit, and he just like, you know what, maybe I should show up in a I would love for him to not even necessarily about the beef, but like I would love to hear him speak more just about like how he puts together some of this stuff, because it's and I'm sure when he gets older, he's probably got a vault of footage and you're gonna see documentaries and stuff like that. But his genius as a creative, like I'm always very intrigued by like how he kind of is able to hear or see things, even down to the visuals of like what made you think to put that man house up there as the cover. I think it's so many parts of Not Like Us that have like seeped into culture that like it's kind of hard for you to even quantify. Like it's honestly a part of like the American lexicon of language now at this point. You know what I mean? Like people have always said before Gambino dropped "This Is America." Well, this is America, but people ain't always said, "Yeah, you're not like us." Like that's a whole. It's got a whole new, kind of. I mean, I'm for real. It does. Like he kind of brought some new phraseology into like the lexicon of the way we talk and we speak. I think that's cool. But also, I was listening back to some of the records that he made and like some of his older stuff because I've been listening to a lot of his older stuff since GNX dropped. And I'm listening to some of these records. And, not even to be critical of Drake, but just in my mind, I was just listening to some. I'm like, man, like some of these records Drake could have probably made, like a record like Gloria. Like if he had a record where he's writing to his ink pen and talking about how much he loving it, but comparing it to a relationship. Like those are like deep cut records that make people love Kendrick. But like I think about Drake and like there's really no other subject that Drake talks about other than Drake. And I think that is also part of the issue that he ran into in this battle because it kind of focuses everybody's focus directly upon you versus like, I think because of the fact that Kendrick has won so many awards and he's critically acclaimed and he's sold records, but also like people consider him to be an activist, whether they believe, whether they actually want to believe he's an activist or not and all that kind of stuff. So like, it's a lot of different things that you can look at him to do, or look at him in terms of his career. As far as Drake, like his career is so narrow focused just on music and being Drake. I just feel like it made it real easy to do. But I was listening back to some old Kendrick records. I'm like, why couldn't Drake make a song like this? Like and then you have records that aren't just about yourself. Like every record he's ever made is just strictly about him. And even in terms of just like being humble, like I was just listening to Kendrick's speech. And I'm like, man, he coming off real humble. Cause if that was Tupac doing that shit off Hit 'Em Up, oh, that shit, if he would have lived long enough to make it to the Grammys, could you imagine what he would have said on that stage? Could you imagine if Kanye would have made that record, what he would have said on that stage? So for him to get up there, handle it with grace, handle it with class, I'm like, this is why you represent so much more than just like what a rap record is. And to me, I think that's the best part about the moment.
Listen, a true embodiment of hip hop is a we moment. And he understands that. He understands it's a we moment. That's why the first time when he won Record of the Year, he went and shouted out all of them ghettos that inspired him. Every one of them that he could remember. Then he went up there on Song of the Year and started screaming the people that inspire him. He understands hip hop is a movement of we and not me. Pop music is a movement of me, which is why I always said Drake is a pop artist. From the first day, it's always been about the movement of me. And some people feel like his songs represent the me, but Dot speaks for the we. I mean, and that's what hip hop is. And once you understand that you speaking for the we and you find your we you speaking for, you ride that shit into the ground. And Snoop is somebody who does that. He tries his best all the time. He gets the we. You got to get the we part of it. And that's where Dot really reigns supreme. And that's always what I always tell all the homeboys too. Stay the culture. Stay the culture. It ain't going to kill you. Can't do nothing but make you no money. Be a man, but stay the culture. And he put on in a way that just, it's unbelievable, man. I was so impressed. And, it's funny because when I text him after the shit, all I could think about, cuz, is, nigga, Diana Ross introduced you in your award.
Diana Ross did introduce you.
Diana Ross presented the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
They're like she's the person who presented Michael Jackson to Jackson 5, cuz, and she just presented you your award. That lady said Kendrick Lamar. I couldn't help but scream. I'm like, what the fuck? This is the lady who brought the Jackson 5 out.
Man.
She presented their first album. And she's presenting your award to you. Bro, like, that's all I could text him. Nigga, Diana Ross, nigga. That's all it say. It ain't even like a thank you for shouting me out. It ain't even congratulations on the awards. I swear to God, if I screenshot it right, it just like nigga say to my phone is the boogeyman. It's like it just say Diana Ross. No, I'm not lying.
I have it saved in your phone as the boogeyman. I'm
Baba Yaga, dog.
Nigga, Diana Ross. Nah, I feel nigga, Diana Ross.
Oh,
Diana Ross give you your award. Diana Ross give you your award for song of the year, record of the year. It's insane. That is crazy.
Man, listen.
And shout out to Diana Ross for still being alive and beautiful.
And fine.
For
How
real.
old is Diana Ross now?
She's got to be in her 70s. I mean, Tracy Ellis Ross, damn near. She got to be 50.
In her 80s. She got to be in her 80s and still fine.
She cannot be
Diana
80.
Ross fine, man.
Yeah, she 80 years old. Wow, that's crazy.
Still fine. Fine as hell.
Wow, that's crazy.
Diana Ross.
Yep. But anyways, any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Nah.
Pavy, give us a quick weekly hot take. What's your hot take? Trade deadline coming up. What's your hot take? I know you got one in you. I'm gonna make a reel of it.
I ain't even thought of nothing.
That's why it's a hot take.
I just ain't even thought of nothing.
That's why it's a hot take. Come on, drop something.
I don't think the Suns blow it up. I think they keep KD. I think the Suns keep KD.
Why?
I mean, why? Because why not? If I'm the owner, I just paid all this bread for the team. Why would I want to blow it up?
Yeah.
People, I mean, there was a report that said the Warriors is strongly considering trying to get KD. I think the biggest hot take is the Warriors don't get nobody huge, and I think KD stays with the Suns.
Interesting. I like that, man. All right, cool, man. As always, man, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter at HNB Media TV or Hoops, the letter N, the word Brews. As always, man, co-star of the show, Glasses Malone, Glasses Loke. Thank you for coming through again, man. Like this crazy. We didn't legit done like 600 episodes of Hoops and Brews, Glasses.
Man, we gotta get them top 7 going.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm actually with it. I made a new goal to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna create some content on the internet every day.
There you
for
go.
The rest of the year. So that's what
there you go.
I'm gonna try to get back to it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get online every day, make some content, because just looking at the money we make when we go live. Even the other day, I was like, yeah, I got to get back and get on making the content. So yeah, man. As always, Pavy, rapper extraordinaire. Talk to the people. Let them know what's cracking.
Yeah, man. As always, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, PVY World, all one word. I got a song coming out tonight. So make sure y'all check it out 9 p.m. PST. And yeah, look out for that. And yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir, man. And as always, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the video, and as always, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. We'll get up with y'all later. Much love. Peace out.